the pus out of your eyeball. You guys see that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for showing that. But that is fucking gross. That's what these overfilled shelters. The shelter, they said, was like supposed to be for 200 dogs, and they got like 300 or 400 in there. So these dogs are in there living in each other's filth. Come adopt a dog for free. We're waiving all the fees. Bring the dog into your home. Oh, all these people are giving up on their sick dogs and this dog epidemic. I thought the dogs were a cure-all. I thought you pet the dog and your sickness went away. But if you get off of social media and look at the real world, people are ditching these dogs as strays in shelters because they don't want to deal with their sick monkey. They just want to go on Facebook and get some dopamine because look at me and I love them. Well, guess what? Dog owners are the worst perpetrators of dog abuse. Dog owners are the ones filling these shelters, popping out puppies all the time. And yet, these shelters are full of these suffering dogs that are consuming each other's pus, poop, excrement, and other stuff. When a dog is sick, everything that excretes from its body is tenfold. The anal glands, the fucking poop, the piss, the snot, and the eye. And these dogs are sitting there licking it off of each other. And then they expect people to bring this into their home next to the children. Yeah, I have no idea why this dog sickness is so crazy. Maybe half of the people that own dogs don't need dogs, and this would not be such an issue. But I better not say that. I'll let it handle it later. So I guess I'll just pretend to love dogs like everyone else. And yeah, that's all you guys are doing is pretending to love dogs. All these overflowing shelters with sick dogs. This is from people that quote-unquote love dogs. People that don't want dogs in their life, they don't create the situation. The situation is created by dog culture.
A man who loves skillful and godly wisdom makes his father joyful. But he who associates with prostitutes wastes his wealth. We read, who sits on many waters. Here, Babylon rests on many waters, which translates to the fact that she rules over many different nations. Her personality is one that can be understood on a global scale. She is an international character. Babylonian religion intoxicates peoples and kings. Karl Marx argued that religion is the opiate of the masses. He was partially correct in his assessment, because empty religion is the opium of the masses. We read, made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Throughout the entirety of the Bible, the concept of fornication is frequently and strongly associated with acts of idolatry. It is possible that this religious system will appear to be appealing and spiritual, though not necessarily moral. The idea around Babylon. In the Bible, the city of Babylon is mentioned a total of 287 times, making it the city that is mentioned the most after Jerusalem. On the banks of the Euphrates River once stood the city of Babylon. In the immediate aftermath of the flood, Genesis chapter 11 verses 1 through 10 reveals that Babylon was the seed of the civilization that expressed organized hostility to God. Later on, Babylon became the capital of the empire that mercilessly conquered Judah. During that time, Judah was under its control. Babylon, to the people of God, was the essence of all evil. It was the embodiment of cruelty, lust, and greed. It was the enemy of the people of God. Those who are familiar with the Old Testament will be aware that the word Babylon is linked to organized forms of worship and blasphemy, as well as the oppression of the people of God. In John's day, Rome embodied all the resistance and antagonism to the Christian belief. The notion of Babylon predates both Revelation 17 and 18, as well as the reign of the Antichrist. Babylon as the world system has always been around, from the time of John, when Rome exemplified it to the current day and throughout history. However, during the reign of the Antichrist, Babylon, in both its religious and commercial guises, will exert an influence over the world that has never been seen before. The religious Babylon is described. Revelation chapter 17, verses 3 through 6. And the angel carried me away in the spirit into a wilderness. And I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was entirely covered with blasphemous names, having 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was dressed in purple and scarlet, and adorned with gold, precious stones, and pearls. And she was holding in her hand a gold cup, full of the abominations and the filth of her sexual immorality. And on her forehead a name was written, a mystery: Babylon the Great, the mother of prostitutes, false religions, heresies, and of the abominations of the earth. I saw that the woman was drunk with the blood of the saints, God's people, and with the blood of the witnesses of Jesus who were martyred. When I saw her, I wondered in amazement. We read, "He carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness." John is taken away into the wilderness. The barren nature of the wilderness makes for a fitting backdrop for a vision of judgment. We read, "Sitting on a scarlet beast." This beast, which has been depicted in Revelation chapter 13, verse 1, as having 7 heads and 10 horns, is symbolic of the Antichrist and the rule that he will establish.
Alright, here's something I noticed I gotta share with you guys. Even the closed captioning software favors the dog and silences the child when it comes to these little things. So watch. So I'm gonna click play here in a minute, and it's gonna show you a little thing that happened where the kid says, "Get away from me." He's hollering at the dog. And the closed captioning completely takes that out. So here we go.
I'm sick to my stomach, Lord. Oh, get away from me! Oh, God. Oh, you okay?
Yeah. The little boy says, "Get away from me, get away from me." And they're hollering at the little boy, and it doesn't even show his words. So if you wanted to like do a screenshot of this, or if someone was hearing impaired and they wanted to understand what was going on, the closed captioning, even the closed captioning software, is slapping duct tape over the mouth of the children. Yeah, pretty freaking screwed up. That's going to be what's going to happen with our artificial intelligence. It's going to mock the current behavior of our adults that put dogs first and put their children last. Look at this lady. She's about to dive away from the dog. And that's the way the dog treats her kids. But she's going to sit there and, you know, like, everything. Yep, anyways, yep. Closed captioning software is, the dog culture is so deep that closed captioning software is belittling our children.